All right, let's go get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out Winnie's Hole. This is probably one of the most interesting deck builders I've ever seen, and I hope to God that more people get eyes on themselves on this game specifically, because this thing is absolutely amazing. If you've never heard of it, don't be ashamed of that. I hadn't heard of it until about 2 days before this game came out, and I jumped on it immediately. It is available on Steam as of January 26, 2026, and it is currently in early access, so keep that in mind. So what is Winnie's Hole? According to the description, you'll join Winnie on a new adventure from within. Play as a virus in his body and mind, capture cells to mutate, and build a deck of actions to unleash this combo-driven combat. A genre-blending roguelite with a dark yet charming story. Embraces discomfort. Sometimes we can't help but be seen as a monster. And that's exactly what this is. So essentially, you were a virus inside of Winnie's body. There's now a hole at his stomach, and your basic job is to make this virus grow within his body, and basically make him form mutations and so on and so forth in order to make the best monster creation you possibly can, while also probably wreaking havoc on the other denizens of the forest. So we're going to check this out here for a little bit today. If you want to see more games like Winnie's Hole here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know what you think of this amazing game, because if you don't think it's amazing, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I think this is probably one of the coolest ideas I've ever seen. So we're going to jump in here. Let's go inside Winnie's tree, and essentially what you see right here is the virus selection screen. This allows us to basically choose the deck that we're going to be using for Winnie's journey right here. You start off with the basic tickler virus strain, but as you play through the game and you collect more mutation samples, you can basically have your virus mutate into a new strain, allowing you different playstyles for the virus. I don't know what this is specifically over here. I haven't got that far yet, but I have unlocked the new Berserker strain, and I do think this is actually my favorite so far. As you can see, I haven't made a successful run yet, but it's pretty fun. So what does the Berserker strain does? We have 10 health total as this Berserker strain of Winnie. We have a common perk here. This says Leech. Physical attacks inflict +2 lifesteal if the target is bleeding. So whenever we hit a target that is bleeding, we get some health back. So we don't really have any fair protection. We have this barrier right here, which will prevent one instance of being damaged, but it is exhausted, which means after this one instance of barrier is gone, we are pretty much susceptible to any damage that's hit to us. We need to try to get as healthy as possible as quickly as possible. And then we also have a brain ability called Swap. This basically allows us to swap 2 instances of an ability inside our brain block. And you'll kind of get an idea of what that is. You'll see that here that are kind of like these Tetris blocks right here. We're going to be working with those for the game. And it's kind of like Tetris virus deck building. You'll see what I mean. This is the shape of our brain right here. You can see it's basically a 2x2. And we got a little block there on the side, or 2x3, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to join into the journey, and we're going to see a whole bunch of stuff here at the top of the screen. There where you can see Winnie as he is in his base form with the Berserker thing. He is an amalgamation of horror. It is absolutely awesome. I love this. You can see all of the abilities that we have in our toolkit. If you want to, I believe you can click onto them and it'll tell you a little bit what they're about. So in our deck, we have a punch, inflicts damage. It also pushes the closest enemy to the furthest position, so front to the back. Bonus action, this basically doubles up in action. So if I were to have a Tetris block here that sits on this and this, it would actually double up and give me 2 barrier instead of 1. We have bleeds right here. We can inflict this on enemy that we need in order to get that life steal back. Creatures take bleed amount as extra damage on taking unblocked physical damage, so there's that. Then we have our physical attack, and this is very essential to us because in order to get our life steal back, we do physically have to hit an enemy that is bleeding. And then we have this physical attack that hits everyone, including ourselves, for 1 point of damage as well. But before we even get in combat, we kind of got to look at our stomach, because this is we're inside basically Winnie's hole. This is here right now, and looking at it. So over here, there's a little purple pustule that's inside its gut. Is essentially where the virus strain is growing. Our job is to get as close as possible to collecting all these virus samples in here, as well as increasing our extra health, getting currency, and also possibly even healing ourselves. We can use our blocks to essentially get there, and we can change these blocks in any sort of fashion we want. They cannot overlap with an existing location that a virus is already in. As you can see right there, we have the red portion there on our T block. But if we go over here, we can see this blue pool. Essentially, if our virus touches this section at all, it basically swallows everything else inside the sample. So if I were to basically situate myself like this, I could totally do something like this. And we got some sample resources there. And we collected everything in there, and the virus is spread, as you can see. From here, we can then look to see what we can do next. If I were to try to get as many things as possible, which is definitely the goal here, I could probably make a safe bet. Let's see. I think we're going to try to do this. Like that. There we go. And we did get a little one-piece block there we can use to grab this. Now, our overall goal isn't to get to the exit. We don't have to make it there. Our overall goal is to get as many samples as possible. If we run it out of blocks, we immediately exit to the nearest infected hole in our body. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one up because we want as many samples as possible. This is going to let's get Winnie mutated as quickly as possible. The more resources you collect, the rarer the mutation you're allowed to take on or perk, because you get one or the other. So we're going to go ahead and take this. That ends it all. And now we're offered a perk. Let's see, your first physical attack on each combat inflicts 4 bleed. That's pretty nice. Actions which inflict 2 or less physical become piercing damage. That's also nice. On capturing exactly 1 action, gain +4 and exhaust that action. Ooh, I do not like that, but that could be pretty good. The +4 shield sounds pretty nice, but I'm going to go with the first blood because, of course, bleed is our big thing. We could choose to reroll. It doesn't cost anything to reroll, by the way. You just get one of them. So we go ahead and take our perk, and as you can see, our perks are lined up there, and now we look at our enemy options. We have this encounter, this encounter, this encounter. I don't know if they're going to add descriptions later, but you can see right here we get resources for that, and these all offer a mutation. You can tell by the little mutated symbol there. And I'm going to go ahead and face this guy here with a 21 health. I know what this guy does exactly. He is a gopher, and he will basically build a fortification, basically putting a spot between he and myself, and then we constantly have to do battle with his fortress in order to make it to him, essentially. So as of right now, it looks like he is going to be, if you can look down here at the bottom of his health, it shows you the action he's doing. It looks like he is building a fortification. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and drop. I don't really want to use a barrier right now, because remember, we only get 1 instance of these barriers per fight because they do exhaust themselves, which means they remove themselves from the encounter. So what I can do is I can actually swap these two using my swap ability, and it does allow us to swap 2 places. And I'm going to go ahead and set myself some bleeds on him. So he's going to have 4, 5, 6 bleeds on him, potentially. Right? Yep, 6 bleeds. We can see it right there. And there goes, like, you know, a lot of his health already. 9 health already off the bat. And from here, it looks like we are dealing with the fact that we are now going to take some damage. If we let him do it. He's going to hit us for 2. But we'll also take 3 because of the fact that I think we put that bleed on ourselves as well, I guess? I don't even know how we got 3 bleed, honestly. But I think what I'm probably going to do... I'm probably going to... Yeah, we definitely need this barrier there. We could potentially add the bleed in there, but barricades can't bleed. We do need to destroy this barrier as fast as possible. So what I'm going to do is exactly this. And as you can see, we're sitting on that bonus tile, so it's giving me +2 to the barrier, the damage, and the punch. All right. So now he is back up front. Can we capitalize on this? Maybe. I don't want to punch, so I'm going to swap these 2 right here. And there we go. We did take some damage. That's A-okay. He is not looking to contest this at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap these 2, probably. There we go. And is he going to try to attack me? He is going to try to attack me. But can we? Oh, yeah. We can get a kill on him. I saw it. There we go. We're going to upgrade this. We're going to hit him for 2. And we're also going to lifesteal for 2 as well. And there you go. And there's our resources. As you can see, we're getting pretty close to the common node. So our reward is going to be common, but whenever we get some more resources, we'll get a uncommon version. I'll go to the rare resource. That's the next one. So we're going to gain our reward. We are given a common mutation. See, inflicts physical multiple times, repeatedly. Inflicts bleed 2. That gives us crab legs. This one mutates our mouth. Inflict physical to everyone, including yourself, and it's on repeat. I'm going to go with the crab claw. And so now our Winnie is going to grow that little crab claw there. And I think this is actually a pretty good start right here. Now, what I like about this, as you can see, we have essentially a thingy here. A little... Our guts, essentially, our internal organs are blocking us from putting this block down. And what I really like about this is the fact that I can very much avoid that entirely, or I can negate that entirely by simply just choosing to take the damage and building where I'm not supposed to build. I did get this little block here. I am going to try to build up as much health as I possibly can. And then I'm probably going to go ahead and... I'm trying to see if there's a way to place this down that gets us the most. I would really like to have this block, but that's not going to be feasible. And I also want to get as many resources as I possibly can as well. This is going to give us 2 more resources. This is going to get us a heal. That's going to heal us back for full, as well as some more resource and a coin. I think we go for the coin. We're probably going to get a mutation out of this. It's wherever your virus is closest to, and I think this is going to still put us closest to the mutation. This over here is a trait. But let's see what we got. Gain counter. Push the closest enemy to the furthest position. We got Talon over here. This one says inflict physical with repeat equal to the size of the L virus block used, or the Tetris block used. Okay. That could be pretty nice. This tentacle could actually be pretty good too, because if we don't want the enemy that's near us to us, if we don't want it near to us, that could be fine. The Talon one, though, does look really good. I'm gonna go ahead and go with counter. And now we have a tentacle on our Winnie. And let's see, we got a fight with some chickens. We got a fight with a chameleon and a rat. And then we have a beaver, and that looks like a... What do they call that? Ferret? We're going to do battle with that. Is that what this is? Oh, it's a weasel. Okay, that makes sense. It looks like we are going to be dealt 2 damage immediately. This guy is going to build fortification. I don't want to use 2 barrier. We're going to swap those 2. There we go. And he's actually going to get dealt damage to himself, which is awesome. Because of the counter. And, yeah. Let's do that. Nice. Alright, now we have 5 damage coming our way. How do we capitalize on this? We need to take minimal damage. We are going to get +2. Ooh, this is going to do a lot of damage to him. We're going to do that. Alright. And now we are looking at a lot of damage here. We're going to push this fortress, or this barricade, all the way to the back. I do want to swap. He's going to inflict 1 bleed on us? I don't think so. Actually, I don't really care. I am just going to do this. There we go. And now he's going to do 2 damage. This guy's going to build another barricade. That's fine by me. We need a cause of bleed for sure. I want to do this. And we're going to heal some back. There we go. And I don't like any of this that's happening right now. I am going to go ahead and I think we're going to counter it. As you say, we're slowly working through the barricades. And they do get 1 barrier, so they're going to block the first instance of damage dealt to them. Let's see. If we do this like this, we're going to get our health back, and we're going to destroy this barrier. We could, like that. Is that going to do more? Okay, I guess not. Let's see. How do we want to handle this? I think actually this is going to work out rather well. Ooh, this is going to straight up kill the weasel. The counter is absolutely phenomenal, isn't it? It looks like we're going to attack, bleed, and also attack. That's not going to work for long, buddy. We still got that counter up there. And that's a dead beaver. No good with the fortresses. That should take us into the rare territory. Yes, we do. We have a rare perk looking at us. Let's see what we got here. We got bonus strike. Repeat 2 physical attacks for each bonus they are captured with. Let's see, gain +1 poise if you have less health at the end of the turn than at the start at the turn. -1 poise if not. Poise adds counter at the start of each turn. Oh, so we get an automatic poise? That's pretty nutty. I like that. The bonus strikes sounds awesome, but this poise one sounds like it could be a lifesaver. This one's going to kill stuff faster. Only if we have a... It's to all physical attacks, though. Why? We got counter. Let's go balance. Let's go balance. I probably messed up there. That's probably awesome. And looks like we now have ourselves a much bigger gut to explore. This is a shop up here. We don't have enough coins to warrant going to the shop yet. This is a pain shop. This allows us to spend our health in order to purchase rare perks, which is awesome. And then this over here is a trait. We need to find our way. I really want this health over here. The best thing we could possibly have happen to us. All right, we can do that. This will capture everything here. Are there any extra blocks? Oh, there's an extra block down there. That's also extra health. I want to get as close as I can to that place right there, but I also want this health. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Why is that not counted? Okay. Oh, I see. I think we do this because I want this 4 health. And then if I go like that. Look at that. That's awesome. And then what I'd like to do is go this way. And whenever you hit one of these little poop turd thingies, I don't actually know what those are. They will essentially gather everything in an area, I believe. I don't know why it's not telling me what it is. I think that's exactly what it does. Can we... Oh, we can get one of these. Nice. We could go for more health. We cannot go for more health. To have more health would be awesome. But I think the best we're going to be able to do is take this, because I definitely wanted this. Repeat, perform an action multiple times on a single target. Yes. I want to... see. We'll do counter. I think counter would be a great thing to keep up. And now we're at the first boss. This is Owl. A little bit of a narrative for you. Friend, I heard of your illness. Oh, Owl, I feel different. Owl nodded solemnly, for they did not remember him having this many limbs. Your body is corrupt. Focus. You can heal it. Can you raise your feeding hole? I will try. And from here, we can basically just go through this. It's kind of this basically just gives us the ability to act preemptively and get some of Owl's health down before we even start the encounter. I don't want to waste my my barriers just yet. Oof. Focus, Winnie. Move your feeding hole. I can, I think. Let me show you. Alright, so we'll show him. This will hurt us. Let's swap these two. We're not hurting these mice, by the way. We're hurting Owl. Winnie. It is my dream to move this feeding hole for you, Owl. And now we got one more turn. And then from here is when we start having to actually fight him. There we go. Enough! You dare test me? And just like that, we are fighting Owl. Now, some bosses will have a thing that you have to deal with. In this instance, he has this perk called Sensitive. It actually swaps going reverse every time, every other time, or every turn. It swaps to something else. So, on taking damage, it will reduce the amount of damage he will deal to me. So, yeah. It looks like we can do that. If we go ahead and do this, it looks like we'll actually reduce his damage entirely to 0. And we'll actually heal for it. Plus, we'll put the bleed on him. We're doing quite a bit of damage to him already. Nice. And every time he gets attacked with Pain Channel, he will increase the amount of damage that he will deal. Fortunately for me, I actually want him to attack me. Because the counter will straight up just prevent him from hurting me entirely. So if we can attack him more, that's terrific. So I'm not going to do this. We'll put the bleed on him. And we're going to amp up his damage and make him hit himself. There we go. And I've already heard, I don't even know where I heard this, but I think I heard someone already say counter seems to be pretty broken, but eventually later on you'll have enemies that'll have multiple instances of attacks. So having one instance counter will only stop one instance entirely. Looks like he is looking to call in somebody. I'm going to go ahead and swap these two. I'm going to do this. There you go. Make sure he has the bleed on him. Let's see. We got counter. I'm going to swap the double attack and this. There we go. We killed the companion. They only have 4 health, so not terrible anyways. I'm going to swap this and... oh, that's not a counter. That's a damage. You know, we'll do this. Alright. Go ahead and do this. There we go. Looks like he can lose damage on this one. Let's see. I honestly want the ideal way that's not going to lose me any health. There we go. Alright, and should we be able to finish him this turn? Maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. We are going to barrier. Why would we lose? Oh, because there's 2 attacks going off right now. Got it. So we do like this. And it'll be fine if we get hit once. And there we go. Finished fight. Down goes Owl. And now we're going to grow our brain. We now have a 3x2. And we get a epic reward. Actions which inflict 2 or less physical get inflicted as lifesteal. Start each turn with +1 counter. On total unblocked physical gained counter this turn equal to the damage. Ooh. Ooh. This sounds really good. This sounds better, because we're pretty much getting counter every time. I'm taking revenge. And it looks like now we have 2 holes. We have an upgrade. I would like to get the upgrade. I don't know if that's going to be feasible. I want this extra block. So we'll take 2 damage if we do this. Is that wise? I want to get here. This adds an event here. All right, cool. I wanted to make sure that I got down there. And now what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to select one of my barriers as an upgrade. And the reason why is normally our barriers would exhaust after a turn. But if you upgrade the barrier, as you can see, it loses that exhaust. So hopefully that means that we'll have a barrier pretty much available to us at all times, or at least pretty close to it, on top of the counters that we can have. What does the counter do if we upgrade it further? See, counter, repeat. Okay. I'm not exactly sure. It says 1 to 2. Oh, so it does it twice. Okay, I got it. Yeah, let's do the, again, yeah, I think the barrier is a pretty good bet. All right, we got a special encounter. Gain 5 gold or have a perk removed. I think I'm going to go with just the 5 gold. That's fine. I like my perks. Looks like we have some sort of kangaroo. Is that a koala? All right, then. I'm going to go with the one that's going to give us the most resource. This guy has 47 health. Yeah, we're going to go with this one. All right, looks like they all have their own little passes here. Let's check out what they are. Looks like the deer. Oh, that's a deer. Deer is jealous. Gain +1 adrenaline for each heal action captured. Okay. Bleeding strike. Inflict 1 physical. If the target takes damage, also inflict 2 bleeding. Then we have influence action. Adds tiles to brain. Adds a heal to me. Adds a heal to me. And it will exhaust itself. So, okay. So, if we take the health this Labrador is giving us, she gets a damage buff. And then Labrador over here, loot dropped. Okay. Attack. Inflict 5 physical damage. Bodyguard. Each turn gain shield equal to the number of allies. So, every turn he's going to get 2 shield. Okay. Well, alright then. Oh, wow. We're going to hurt the hell out of that dude in the back. That's half his health. I really like that. Let's go and do that. like that. Immediately, health is absolutely diminished. 3 damage, also 2 health going out there. This is our one that can be exhausted. This is our one that doesn't get exhausted at all. It looks like if we go like this route, we're not taking any damage. But I do want to take damage, though. Because I want to kill that target. We have a pretty healthy pool of health, as you can see. That's going to take us, that's going to attack us 3 different instances. And like I said before, even if I had 1 barrier up, we're going to take 1 damage because we have, it looks like, 2 counter right now. And so we're only going to take the 1 damage total. What I'm going to choose to do, though, is swap this with this. We'll just do it like that. Alright. And what are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? Kill the deer. Alright, bye-bye, deer. And now we are left to our devices to handle this as we see fit. I'm just going to go ahead and start stacking bleeds and attacks on this guy. I want to save this person for last, because even if we take we take some health, we can just take these health options right here to heal ourselves. Let's see. That pushes. Oh, this guy's looking to barrier himself. Sometimes you can also get brain effects that'll give you bonuses for being outside the heart, or outside the brain, my bad. So like sometimes you can get defense, sometimes you can get attack. It's actually pretty nice with giving you this sort of effects. Let's see. How do we handle this? We can do, oh, this guy's got, oh, I see. He's got the 2 barrier there. I guess we could do it like that. We'll get it back. Let's see. What do we got here? I really don't want this like that. I want to keep the bleed on him. All right. As we were. Alright, he's looking to just attack right now. Alright, he's almost dead. So that's fantastic for us. He's got the 1 barrier on himself. Let's swap these 2. Alright, he did take 1 damage. There we go. Unfortunately, you chose to help your buddy there, and you are in danger, my friend. Let's swap. Wait a minute. Let's see. It's just a physical and push. Alright, and unfortunately, it looks like the Labrador villager is probably going to be eating the bucket more than anybody else. Okay, now we got the bodyguard back up front. It doesn't look like we're going to be taking him out this turn. But now it's dead. That one ran away. Because if there are no allies, it becomes a coward. Alright, there we go. Escaped. Oh, so if we didn't kill it, we wouldn't have got that reward. Or, which we didn't, actually. Let's go ahead and grab our perk. Start combat with 4 forceful. Is inflicted when moving an enemy past other enemies. Any enemies past take forceful amount as physical. Okay. On counter, also inflict 0.5 times counter to mount on the furthest enemy. Heal +1 to self for every 1 locked action in the brain board at the end of turn. I'm going to go with collision, because we move stuff a lot whenever we flick it. We got a perk and we got a trait. I say we'll make this work. What is this? Add a modifier to the virus block which captured this. Oh, that's cool. So, is this... Nope. I think I like using this block. So we got 2 of these. There's also an event block over there, or event thingy over there. I don't know. I'm gonna use this. Well, that's gonna suck in everything, but I mean, I think this is probably gonna be our best bet. You collected a modified token. The shape of this will now spread randomly to additional tiles. Okay. I don't know what that means. I guess we'll figure it out here in a little bit. And we also got this and this. There we go. And now we have 2 additional tiles. We could. Did we get any additional health from this? I didn't even check to see if we got any plus health tiles. We can heal ourselves and get this money. There we go. See, locked, instant, aimed. Action lets you choose a target when there are more than 1 possible targets. Instant actions activate after tiles are dealt, and then discarded and replaced by blanks. I don't know what this means. I'll have to get more of a clarification on that one. Lock tiles stay on the board until captured or lock expires. Lock reduces by 1 at the end of turn. I also don't know what that means, but aimed seems pretty, you know, self-explanatory. I'm gonna go with the... I think I'm gonna go to the physical. Alright. Let's see what the special event is. Winnie, good to see you. You're looking... well... Chinchilla? How's medical school? I failed again. Next time will be better. 9th time's the charm. Want me to fix you up? Upgrade in action. Ooh. Yes, please. Let's see what we can do with these. We can do 2 bleed. Bleeding creatures take bleed amount as extra damage on taking unblocked. -1 bleed per turn. Remove on activation. Yeah. Let's see. We could get the barrier. Matter of fact, yeah, let's go ahead and do that one. I would like to have another instance of barrier that's not exhaustible. That's an elephant. Okay. I don't know. Wombat, and that's gotta be a fox. Wolf. Mouse with an archer. You know, we're going this one just because there's a mutated thing in there. It looks like we get a mutation and a perk from doing this. That is a biomass. Mouse and Arctic fox. Aimed can only target this creature while it's in combat. Okay. And this one right here says physical damage 5. Okay. And retreat. All right. Well, Actually, do we want to do that? I think we're just, you know what? We'll keep it as is. We'll do it like this. We're killing that biomass immediately, apparently. All right, this is pretty busted. I'm not even entirely sure how to explain what happened there, but it hit everything, and they did. This one says, inflicts physical damage plus 3 physical for each position away from the host. Okay. Alright, we can do this, and it'll reflect back at them. We won't take any damage. And we took minimal because he's also in the front now. I think this is going to be our best bet right here. It's going to do us that counter plus push, physical, and yeah. See, the block you placed has a spread token. Okay. Actions captured by spread get added to the end of your move. This way, this gives you a way to influence the order of actions. Holy shit. I don't even know necessarily what that did. So it will, virus randomly spreads to adjacent tiles after playing the fight. Oh, I see now. Okay, that's super cool. Alright, so if we use this, it should spread to an adjacent tile on its own. Yeah, see, it took a barrier on that one. And this should hopefully, yep, dead Arctic Fox Archer. Nice. Got a rare reward. Inflict bleed to all enemies. Gives uncaptured actions +1 lock. I don't know what would the point of that be. Return 1 random exhausted action to your deck, seeing as how we have corrected our exhausted action thing. Crabmouth seems like the best bet. Where's our Crabmouth go? Is that the Crabmouth? Each turn gains shield equal to the number of enemies. At the end of the turn, inflict remaining counters physical on the closest enemy. Healing in excess and max health is inflicted as physical. Yes. Alright. Do we want to go for a trait or do we want to go for a mutation? Whichever is going to give me the most health, because I kind of want to keep on continuing to grow my health. So I think we're going to go towards mutation. Is there a way we can grab both of these? Yes. Yes, there is. That's pretty sick. Go grab that. And then we can go ahead and grab this. Unfortunately, we can't get all the way to that block. That would be phenomenal. Alright. Ooh, inflicts piercing to all enemies. Gain shield this turn. +1 repeat for each defensive action captured this turn. Lump-plated bone. We're fairly damaging, but we're also doing a lot of it from the counter. I think we'd go with that. Have 8 different types of body parts. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you already, I fought this kangaroo once. Absolutely fucking not. Not doing that shit again. This kangaroo is insane. It basically gets adrenaline, and every single turn, its damage goes up. And the caveat is that he attacks multiple times in a row, which could really work in the counter sense, but I don't know if I want to try to get around that. So we're going to go with the mutation. Capybara and a shrew. Shoo, look what I found. Looks like he found 3 barrier. Please be careful with that. On taking damage, replace the current action intention with inactive this turn. Adds tile to brain. Takes self damage. Oh, so he gives me bad thoughts in the form of 2 of my tiles. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Let's go ahead and, I guess we can try to... I guess he doesn't even do damage, though. Oh, wait, no. He's going to do 5 damage to himself? I was not entirely sure how this works, but you know what? We're going to take it. It says he hurts himself. Oh, he hit me, and it dealt damage to him. And now we have this bad intentions. Do these go away? Take self-damage, fleeting. Actions and effects are removed at the end of turn. Okay. So that's good to know. We'll swap this with this. Do this, and it looks like a shrew back there is dead. Well, I mean, close to it. There we go. And I think we'll go with this. And it did spread to the bonus, which is nice. Inflict bleed to all enemies. That's nice. I like that. Swap this with this. Bye, shrew. Alright. Unfortunately, it did do that. It's gonna hit us twice. But if we swap this here and do a little ditty like this, he does 2 damage to himself. Alright, he's going to put a blank tile in there for us. How kind of him. Alright, lots of bleed. How many instances of bleed does he have? It doesn't say. Does he have no instances of bleed? My favorite part is that I don't even care about these bad thoughts or these blank thoughts because we can swap them around anytime we want. There we go. I love the fact that it chooses not to entertain the bad thought tiles. Almost dead on his end. Let's see. We could swap this with this. There we go. And then I could also do dead. There you go. Bye, Capybara. Unfortunately, we only managed to snag a common reward. Say okay, looks like we got another mutation. Inflict physical multiplied by the number of uncaptured defense actions on the brain board. Let's see. Inflict physical. If this causes a knockout, all uncaptured actions gain +1 lock. Aimed. I'm gonna go re-roll this. Let's see. Gain shield. What does this one do? E-shield. Okay. We can also get spike. I think we do that. We're counter and still spiking enemies. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Is there any way to grab these 2 things? These 2 pulls. I'm sad it's not touching bodies of water. You know what I'm saying? Like, although technically it kind of is, I guess, a little bit. We got upgrade down here. Ooh. Those are my favorite thingies down there. All right, we can go with this. Yeah, let me put that there. Why won't it let me put that there? Let me put that here. Actually, better right there. Let's see. We can also grab. I wish that would move out of the way. There we go. I can move my screen. That's a thing I can do. Ain't no way getting over there, huh? That's a mutation. We want the upgrade anyways. This isn't going to grab me the money, which is probably the most important part, but... Oh, this is decisions. Oh well. This gets us 3. This gets us 3 too, but or we can go with 2 and some extra health. I think we do. Actually, we can't get that. We'll have to give ourselves damage when we get this. I guess we'll do that. And we're going to go with the tough. I believe the tough does actually get you more points. I could be wrong. Virus. Let's see. Or select an option to upgrade. Inflict bleed twice to all enemies. We can do spiked. 3 spiked. I think spiked is actually pretty good. Alright, and it looks like we're getting ready to do this encounter and then one more encounter. Ooh, we gotta... I know what this... No, we don't know what this encounter is. Oh, what do we take? I want to get it to the final boss. I don't know who the final boss is. This is as far as I've ever made it. Shit. We'll go with... these 3 guys. Wombat. Steel shields. Removes up to 3 shields from the front enemy and apply it to the creature next turn. This guy attacks twice, and he's also got counter. Is that right? I can't actually... I think it... Yeah, I think he's got counter. That's why we're doing 2 damage to ourselves. No? Yes. Yes. I think so. Let's see. Let's go ahead and swap this and this. There we go. Yes. All right, and now we got this doing damage to ourselves, or we could punch this guy in the face. I'll swap these 2. If it spreads to the punch, nice. If it swaps to the barrier, even better. It went to the barrier, nice. All right, what we got here? We got stuff that's gonna do a lot of damage. That's what we got. We'll swap this one with this one. There we go. And go after that guy. We want the stoat gone. Alright, this gives us punch. I want to swap. Alright. And now, on to take out this guy. Everything looks in order here. Alright, and let's see what we can do here. I would ideally like to... No, I have to... I want to do damage. I mean, I kind of understand some of the things I'm doing, but I'm going to even entirely honest there. I am not entirely sure how I blew that guy out of the water. There, that final part. I would like to see a breakdown. That'd be cool. Heal. Gain shield equal to spikes. That is also pretty good. Let's see. Inflict physical action plus 1 physical per lock on this one. I think we're going to go with lump. I like adding lumps to Winnie. Alright, now we got a trade up there. We got a shop down here. I could totally go for a shop. Let's see. How do we tackle it? I didn't actually mean to click. I totally 100% wanted to. What is this? What is that? Why is that ground cracked? Or you know what I mean. We could. Do it like that. All right, and then oh, apparently I was closer to this. I thought I was closer to the shop. What is this? Curl up. Fleet storm. All right. There we go. Who was our final fight? Is it Piglet? No, it's not. Heyo. It's him. He's back. I am back. Bigger than ever. How exciting. Alright, ally knockout, heal plus 50 health, negative 10 to mount per activation. So it looks like we gotta knock these guys out multiple times in order to make it worth it. Oh, wow. He's gonna hit us for 15 damage? Holy crap. The spikes is kind of crucial to this. That's gonna lose us the most health. I wish I could see, like, the number there at the end. This one's going to get us a bleed on him. Alright, now he has, on taking damage, reduce action amount by damage taken. Okay, so the owl thing. Okay. Hmm. I'm trying to see what the lowest amount of damage for this guy to take is. This one's going to give us health back. We're going to go with that one. Actually, probably this one, because it looks like maybe we want these guys to die at the same time, potentially. If we can get them to die at the same time. Heal self for 18. Anti-heal. Captured with this is converted to self-damage. Okay. This is heal and apply bleed to self. Alright then. This one's gonna heal us. I want to swap this with this. There we go. Ooh. Heal self. Okay. Why are they healing us? Healing captured with this is converted to self-damage. I'm not sure I'm trying to make sure I understand this right. I'm not going to accidentally, these aren't, in... Oh, God. Okay, so that's exactly what I meant. Just don't capture those. Got it. Makes sense. Well, we swap this with this. Oh. Why is that hurting more? I should not have done that, I guess. Because adding a punch in there makes things worse. I guess we won't do that. So we'll take a little bit of damage. What is this? Brain size. +1 until end of combat. This guy is giving barrier. Gain 3 barrier on the next turn. Oh. Why are these guys assisting us? Which one's going to give us the least amount of damage? That's 7 and 2. Let's do that way. Alright, and this is going to hurt a lot if we don't do something about it. Okay, let's see what we can do. Looks like we can prevent it outright. Are these guys resistant to bleed? Because I don't think I've ever seen them, or me being able to, like, get bleed, like a heal off of them. Does that do anything? It does. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. All right. Okay, so now the game is being played. What do we want to do? How are we going to do this one? Easy. We'll swap one with one of these. There we go. Now we're back in the game. Awesome. Alright, he's got 3 barrier now. And our brain became even bigger. They're getting us big brain moves. I don't like any of what I'm seeing, though. Heals and inflict stagger on the target. Oh, I don't want stagger, do I? This seems like our best bet. All right. Yeah, I took that damage on purpose for sure. Heal and apply bleed to self. Awesome. We need to fix this though. Oh, what's happening now? He's crawling somewhere. I don't think it's working. Danger. Summons guinea pig in front. All right, so we want this guy to not do that. Oh, okay. And what does this thing do? It flees. Apply unstable mutation to unmutated ally. Oh, crap. I don't think I want that. Oh, what is that? He's not doing anything right now. Grow a random mutation on target. Okay, so he's mutating him even further. Alright, we need to get rid of this dude ASAP. Rocky Road. Oh, he's summoning another guinea pig. Obviously, that's not ideal. Oh, you need to stop summoning your guinea rats, man. Oh my Jesus Christ. That thing's horrifying. What's that? Oh, okay. Inflicts unblockable self-damage to self. I like the way you're thinking. Six damage to everybody. This time, I'm not such a fan of the way you're thinking. Oh, that guy is healing. Oh, when his ally dies, he gains health. I see. I don't want him to do that. What's that? Inflicts mixing health as physical. Oh, this is getting dangerous. Alright, that's also terrifying. Alright, he got an health back. This sucks. 33 health. Oh, I think we're screwed. I don't think there's a way that we're getting out of this. Come on, there's got to be a shape we can throw. I gotta throw shapes. This might be it. Is that... I'm taking damage. Reduce the damage dealt. Yeah, that's still gonna have us get dealt a whole bunch of damage. We needed something else. We needed his to be reduced to 0 in order to get something done here. And I don't think we can. Shit, this would have done it right here. We should have swapped the fist with the barrier. If this spreads to that, it's going to save our life. It doesn't. Wait, what just happened? Oh, Jesus Christ. We're alive. And that thing is still healed? Oh my God. I can't handle that. That guy's gonna die now. That guy got 10 spike on him. Is that right? 10 spikes? Jesus. Nope, I don't want to do that. Swap. Does that work? It looks like it does. Jesus Christ. That dude's doing 18. How many defensive nodes do we have? These are all classified as something, right? The blue one, curl up, barrier, warn. Alright. Huh. So Bleed Storm is a defensive? Is that right? Where's that? Why is it not on here? Oh, exhausted. What got exhausted? Huh. I don't see Bleed Storm on my deck list. Weird. We were so close. I thought this one... I didn't even think this was the boss fight. I honestly thought that maybe, just maybe... Defensive. You would think that... You would think that spikes would be defensive. But I guess not. Alright. Screw it. Let's do it. We are dead. Got defeated by the boss. Wow. Holy crap. And we're right just shy of getting another strain unlocked. Jesus. Alright. That run lasted a lot longer than I thought. I was going to do like maybe less than an hour video, but we got really caught up in that fight. But that is Winnie's Hole. I absolutely love this game. Everything about this game seems genuinely awesome, and I love like kind of like the body horror stuff we got going on for us. But that being said, if you like the sort of content, you want to see more games like Winnie's Hole here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, because I'm definitely going to be keeping track of Winnie's Hole and where it goes throughout its early access. That being said, if you like the game and you want to check it out for yourself, I'll leave a link down in the comments if you want to wishlist it for yourself. But yeah, until next time, you guys take care, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Later.